Hey guys, how are we doing? Crypto Insight UK here, bringing you back another video. So I've got a sty on my eye. Not ideal. I think it's from the sauna, which is kind of grim. It's flipping sore. So anyone knows any remedies for that, let me know. So now I've addressed that, and I'm not having a stroke. I mean, I don't think so anyway. We'll just get into the video, I guess. But that was a joke, so sorry if that offended anyone. Didn't mean it like that. It just came out. It's just how I am sometimes. So looking at Bitcoin, I've got a few things to address this on today's video. Like, there's loads going on. The first and most important thing that I really want to hammer home is that there is deep value right now in the crypto market. This is one metric of fear and greed on for God's sake, on alternative.me. And the top fear and greed index that is used by most people. We're at a 10, which is extreme fear. A 10. This is like almost as bad as you can get. So if we take the fear and greed index over time to go to the lowest points, the lowest it's ever been is here. What's that? I don't even know what that reading is. I can't get it. But let's say that's like a 4 or 5. We had a couple 7s here when I looked last time. Yeah, 6 there. I can't get this one for some reason. It's not showing me. But I'm talking like that's in 2019, like it's in bear market territory. Like not that we're going into a bear market, because I want to reiterate that I really don't think we are. But like 10 on a fear and greed index is saying like the world's ending. Literally, we're at 80 like slash $86,000 Bitcoin. The last time we were at 10 on the fear and greed index is this area here. So like 10 is like here, and it's like what, June the 11th 2022. Sorry, that's my Twitter feed. Let's close that so I don't do that again. June the 11th 2022, which is in this area, like 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th. It's all this area here is the last time we were at like a 10, and from the bottom to the absolute bottom for Bitcoin, it was only 10% away from the absolute lows at $15,000. So sentiment right now is the same as being what, 227 days of downward price action where we've lost 73%. That's the same as what sentiment is right now in the markets. Please take that into consideration. There is value in a positive trade here, because clearly the world thinks that everything is bad right now, and when the market so heavily feels that way, there is value in a trade. Because even if you bought here, like last time it was at 10, okay, yeah, you'd have had to have ridden a further 10% to the downside to the absolute bottom. But if you just bought and held for the long term, you'd now be up on your bags, even to this price at 86,000, you'd be up 382% if you started to buy last time fear and greed index was at 10. And the time before that, when it was at 10, was April 2020. Let's have a look when that is. This is like, I'm not doing any research on this, but this is April 2020 here. Like after the C19 crash. So the time before that, if you bought when it was at a 10, we then saw a meteoric rise to the top of about 900%. And this is, again, like without any, I've not researched this, I'm just literally doing it on the fly, just to show you like how oversold in terms of sentiment we are, in my opinion. August the 18th, 2019, where's that? February, March, April, May, June, July, August 2019 here. Even if you held, yes, we did have the C19 crash after that, but this is like the next stage. We still increased from there to the top 600%. And the time before that, when it was at a 10, November 2018, which I presume is in this area here. Yeah, November 2018, this area here, this horrible capitulation area. And then it's going to be similar. I don't even need to measure it, but it's going to be like 7, 8, 900%, depending on where you draw it from. Let's just go somewhere in the middle of this range. Just go like here, 1,200% to the top. So it's deep value range. It's deep value range. And to add on to that, we've talked about how the RSI hasn't been into these oversold areas for a while. We've got now hidden bullish divergences forming where price forms a higher high and oscillators form a lower low. So we've got, this is a huge hidden bullish divergence here, that low to there, And if we look on the RSI, let's make the RSI bigger so I can show you exactly what I'm looking at. This low to here, bang. Lower low on the RSI, higher low on price action, hidden bullish divergence, fantastic. Another little potential indicator that we could see a reversal. And if we go onto a shorter term time frame, I hope my mic's all right, it's wobbling around all over the place. If we go to a shorter term time frame, let's go on the 4 hour. There's also bullish divergence, standard bullish divergence on the 4 hour here. Let's just zoom in on this. We are here. We have a lower low in price action and a higher low on the 4 hour RSI. It's not going to let me do it. I hate when it does this. Higher low on these 4 hour RSI. Bang, bullish divergence at the bottom for Bitcoin. Another positive signal for me. As I've said though, and I spoke about yesterday, I do think that alts are going to lead the way here. We spoke for a long time yesterday about my thesis on altcoins, talked about the difference of fear and greed index. One thing I really want to pull up with you, in fact, I'm going to show you this right now. Let's get this like this. Let's get XRP there and let's get Bitcoin on the left. And I'm going to show you that the difference in price action from the, I'm going to take on the daily, between Bitcoin and XRP. Where's my Bitcoin chart? Here we go. So we just look at Bitcoin on the left and XRP on the right here. What we can see is Bitcoin formed a low and then a lower low. And we've just spoken about where I think we are with Bitcoin. XRP formed a low and then a higher low, showing that there's more strength essentially in XRP than there is in Bitcoin. XRP had this wick down, taking the bottom of the range. I've compared it to this area here, then the higher low for XRP. This is the area that I've compared XRP's price action to. It's not exactly the same, just structurally with the low out the bottom of the range that we were in, and then the higher low taken as, let's see if I can get my XRP chart with drawings on. Okay, I've accidentally moved that to there. How do I swap these over? Oh, it's because I've clicked on that. 1 second. I will try and get with you right now. Let's get this open here. For some reason, it's not bringing up my drawings on the right-hand side. Oh, well, I must have clicked it off. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is it's clearly a range here for XRP. We've swept the lows, and now we're creating a higher low. We did that here for Bitcoin. We swept the lows, then we created a higher low, and then we went off into expansion for Bitcoin. That's what I'm comparing it to now. And I'm also saying that alts, in my opinion, look stronger, or at least leading alts like XRP look stronger than things like Bitcoin, at least right now, because we've held a higher low within the range. Bitcoin's fallen out of the range and created a lower low. But again, I think Bitcoin's oversold, because when did we last see, like we talked about the oversold area of the RSI in Bitcoin? And I'll just take that away now. Take us back to the single chart. Cool. And take us onto XRP. So you can see what I'm talking about and what I'm thinking really for crypto in general. Why I'm so like bullish on altcoins right now. I think XRP looks like we're ready to get sendy again. If we look at Bitcoin dominance, this is another like indicator. Let's take us to the weekly time frame so I can show you this more obviously. What I'm trying to say here. I can put stochastic RSI and standard RSI on. So stochastic RSI and standard RSI are both creating bearish divergences where Bitcoin's dominance price action has created higher highs, yet the oscillator is creating lower highs. So we've got lower high there on the weekly Bitcoin dominance RSI, lower high there on the weekly stochastic RSI, whilst Bitcoin dominance price action created a higher high. So at some point, maybe soon, maybe not, we will see a rotation, in my opinion, from Bitcoin into alts. Alts look strong on this bounce right now. Bitcoin dominance bringing in bearish divergences. People extremely fearful, literally the most fearful that we've seen this bull cycle. As fearful as they were at $20,000 Bitcoin. Taking all that into consideration, looking at the legislation around the world right now, what's happening towards crypto, what's happening generally, you can take into your own playbook as to whether you think it's a good or a bad time to buy. I personally think this is an absolute fucking gift, if I'm going to be completely honest to you. I think it's smashing you in the face with how obvious of a gift it is. I went to a networking event yesterday and I just said to everyone boldly, I don't often speak like this, but it's fucking time to buy alts. Straight up. No bullshit. Straight up. That's my opinion. Could be wrong. Been in the game long enough to give my opinion when I'm at a stage where I think strongly about something, and that's what I feel. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to say, oh, this, but. Yeah, there are buts. Bitcoin could definitely come down and retest previous ranges. Macro doesn't look fantastic. But when it's this oversold sentiment-wise, and there are things slapping you in the face, these are all buy signals for me. Again, we're never perfect with trading. You can always be wrong. But I will always stand by my thoughts, especially when I can back them up with theory, as I have here. And I think that's where I want to leave this video, because I want to leave you with that message. I've been banging the drum on this. I think we're going to look back on this opportunity in like maybe a month's time, and I think things can change extremely quickly in crypto, especially when you get to these levels of fear. Just don't go in hard with leverage, because you can always get extreme wicks, flushes, like as you've seen, liquidations. You don't even need to. I think I would be surprised if a lot of alts don't do a 2 to 5x, the large caps from here, and then some smaller caps do 10, 20, 50x from here. Buying spot and chilling and DCAing into spot at these prices it's just a gift, in my opinion. I think I didn't expect to get such a good opportunity like this in crypto, at least not in the short term. Probably didn't expect this until the bear market. And look, if we don't get the bounce, and we can go through summer, and summer can be flat, it can be possible that we go for a few months like this. It's possible. But this is an opportunity, in my opinion, because it's also just as possible, if not more probable, in my opinion, that we start to get a rally from these sorts of prices and this sentiment. Because literally can't go much lower in terms of fear and greed. It can't go much lower. The lowest we've seen is like a 6, and we're at 10. Make your own mind up on what you want to do with that. Not financial advice. I'm not saying if anyone's going to do anything mad. I've got a leverage trade open, as you guys know. I've published it. I use MEXC. Links in my bio if you want to use it. If you don't, whatever. I'm not advocating to use leverage. I think it's a dangerous thing to do unless you know what you're doing. Just don't fade an opportunity. If you're sitting on the sideline panicking, also learn from this. Whatever happens from here, learn from it. If you're thinking I'm an idiot, fine. A lot of people do. If you're thinking I'm an idiot, fine. If I'm right, though, in a few weeks' time, a few months' time, I'm going to tell you that I was right, and you need to go back and you need to look at yourself and think, okay, he was right. Why was he right, and why was I wrong? And if I'm wrong, you also need to learn from that too. Why was I wrong? I would learn from it. I'll come in and talk to you and say, look, this is what I thought. This is why I thought it. You don't have to do anything with that fact. It's just about learning about yourself, your personal journey, and your own investment journey as well. So, in my opinion, this is a gift. Could be wrong, but like I've never seen sentiment this low in a bull market, and only have ever seen sentiment this low ever, like 3 times since like 2017. So take from that whatever you like. I don't think I can make it any more clear. I think XRP is going to lead the pack in the next leg. I think I'm going to be worried about XRP when it's at $5 to $8 and probably at like 14, 15% market dominance. That's when I'm going to have a big decision to make, and I'm going to come on here saying I don't really know what to do next. But until that point, I'm chilling. I'm so chilling right now. I don't. The fact that everyone's shitting themselves is just music to my ears at this point, genuinely, because it just says, look at the price, and we're holding up strong, and everyone else is capitulating around you. These are the times to really grab the bull by its horns and sit there and say, yeah, like, I'm not an emotional investor. Oh, bloody hell, computer just switched off. I'm not an emotional investor. I've been here before. I've seen this before, and we're getting involved. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And if I'm right, you're going to make good returns. So, yeah, I'll leave you with that. If you enjoyed, please subscribe, share it with a friend. There's a pep talk from me, Crypto Insight UK. Peace up, A-Town down, as Crypto Insight UK would say.